to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to get this candy cane lane makeup look. All you really need to have in your collection to get this makeup look is a white shadow, a red shadow, a white shimmer shadow, and that's pretty much it. And a red lipstick doesn't hurt either. Alright, so if you'd like to see how I got this look, just keep watching and I will show you. I don't know what that was. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the Milani Fairy Tale palette. It looks just like this. It did come out around Halloween, so I'm not sure if they still have this in stock, but really I'm just using just this white shade called Boot Up. White shades are pretty much a dime a dozen. They're standard fare, so if you don't have this palette, then I'm sure you have another white exactly like this in your collection. So I'm just taking that white color and I'm going to mostly center it on the crease, but honestly it's okay if it gets like a little bit on the lid and such. Actually, I might just put a little bit on the lid anyways. Yeah, I'm just gonna brush this all over the place. Whoa, that's white. Yeah, you definitely just want to make sure though you have it in the crease nice and good because you want it to show up. Holy smokes. Alright, and now to get this pinky red shade that I have on my lid, I'm just going to go ahead and take the main Squeeze palette by ColourPop, and I'm going to go in with the Home Slice shade. Now, just be warned that this is a pressed pigment, so pretty much all that means is that there's a chance of it staining your eyelid. Now, I don't really care. I've had shadows stain my eyelids before, and honestly it just comes off in a day or two. But just be warned, if you copy this look exactly step by step using all the same shades, that this one is a pressed pigment. Now this shade is a little more pinky and a little more shimmery than I was hoping for. I actually kind of wanted a true matte red. So if you have that in your collection, probably even better. But I could not really find anything like that in my collection. So this color it is. I just took my little dome pencil brush and I just put that on the outer corner of the lid. What is with all these like hairs all over the place that I have? So I'm just putting that real carefully. I'm bringing that about a little more than halfway in. Blend the edges out a little bit. And once I'm satisfied with how that looks, I'm just going to take my fluffy brush, I almost said my crease brush. I'm going to take my fluffy brush and blend that out even more. I swear, I can never make my eyes exactly even. There's always got to be one side that's slightly different than the other. Okay, so what I did was I just put a little bit of white back over there to try to make it look a little bit more even. Did I succeed? Who knows? Alright, next I'm taking this On Cloud Blue palette from ColourPop. This is brand new. It just came out. It's part of the holiday collection, and I'm so glad I got this palette because it had the exact shade, well not the exact, but almost the exact shade that I was looking for. This, I'm going to take this blue taffy shade, which is kind of just a white shimmer, which is exactly what I wanted. I kept finding silvers and I'm like, no, I want a white shimmer. And I went through so many of my palettes. What is going on with the focus today? And I went through so many of my palettes to try and find a white shimmer. And finally, I decided to settle on one that was like a white shimmer with like a touch of green in it. I'm like, I don't really want it, but it's the best I have. And then this arrived in the mail and I'm like, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you, Santa. So I'm gonna take that shade. Just gonna love it. It's my first time using this palette, so I don't even know if it's good, but it's ColourPop, so I'm sure it is. Now, I do think this is pretty, but why stop there, my friend? Oh no. Why stop there when we can make it glitter? So I'm going to take this e.l.f. liquid glitter eyeshadow. I believe these are supposed to be a dupe for, what is it, the Stila Glitter and Glow. But I ain't got that kind of money to buy a glitter and glow. So I got the e.l.f. and honestly, I think they're really good. This is in the shade Disco Queen. I find that the consistency with these do tend to be a little bit different from shade to shade. Like I think this one was a little bit more on the drier side. I had another one that was, you know, pretty perfect. And then I had one that was just way too wet and just creased all over the place. These do have such good glitter to them. So I'm just going to place that in the inner corner. Or, well, not the inner corner, but I'm going to place that where I placed that white frosty shade and just kind of spread it out. Now I just blended it in with my finger a little bit. Hopefully you can see that glitter. Yes. I feel like glitter never quite shows up on camera, which is a darn shame if you ask me. Okay, so it looks kind of just like that. I'm going to go back in and take just a little bit of that blue taffy shade and just kind of highlight the brow bone. I'm just going to take very little. Alright, and then to top off on the lower lash line, I am taking Graceland, this ColourPop liquid liner. It's from their BFF collection. And just carefully. And just because the whiteness of it freaks me out a little bit, I'm going to go back in and smudge the lower lash line with some of that red shade because that's a little bit too like whitely intense for me. And then just to finish off the look, I took this Ciate London glitter flip in the shade Hollywood, put it on my lips. Kind of outlined it a little bit in white. There's the finished look. I feel like there's so much more you could do with this look. You could definitely like add some red and white striping below, above your eye. You could be wearing like white lipstick instead. Like whatever you want to do. Choice is up to you. Alright, so there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I like to do different makeup looks. Sometimes it looks like this and sometimes it doesn't. Alright, bye!